joined on the Megacast by Derryl Reed. He is the fundraising chairperson for the West Bloomfield Township's Social Justice Committee and joins us now on the Megacast. Derryl, thank you for joining us today.
Good morning, Tyler. It's a pleasure to be with you this morning.
Yeah, glad to have you on. So first off, can we talk about the West Bloomfield Social Justice Committee? How did this committee form? When did it form? And what's some of the work that it is doing right here in West Bloomfield?
Well, the West Bloomfield Lake Social Justice Committee, which is chaired by Amy Mandel, was formed a few years ago with the purpose of bringing different cultures within the West Bloomfield Lakes area together and to highlight those cultures and to plan programs of cultural diversity and social justice. So we try and work with all cultures and all religious groups in the area.
So coming up in just a couple of weeks, on Saturday, June 18th, it's going to be the second Juneteenth event in West Bloomfield. It's a celebration commemorating Juneteenth. And for those that aren't familiar with the holiday, can you give us some information on the background of Juneteenth and why this is such an important day to be celebrating here in the U.S.?
Sure, actually. Juneteenth is a federal holiday that commemorates the emancipation of enslaved African Americans that was created in 1865 when Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation. It's also an opportunity to celebrate the cultural contributions of African Americans to our country in every field of human endeavor, the arts, the sciences, military service. In fact, some contributions, Dr. Daniel Hale Williams performed the first successful open heart surgery in the hospital in which I was born in Chicago. You had Charles Drew, who created blood plasma that has saved millions of lives around the world. You have Garrick Morgan, who created the gas mask, as well as the first three-light traffic light signal. So African Americans have been making contributions to our country for centuries. And African American slaves built the White House where the president resides. So we try and celebrate and acknowledge the contributions of African Americans to our country. And that's combined in Juneteenth, which was first celebrated in 1865 in Texas. So that's sort of the historical background on Juneteenth.
So in West Bloomfield, this celebration, this is the second time that's happened in West Bloomfield. The first was a year ago. When did the discussions on having an event to specifically commemorate Juneteenth in West Bloomfield begin, and just how much involvement from the community is there in making this celebration truly a celebration of Black history and American history that is rooted in Juneteenth?
Well, it's very interesting. The first annual event, we probably put that together in about 6 weeks. The committee decided that would be an excellent opportunity to celebrate cultural diversity within West Bloomfield. And the Social Justice Committee will be having other events coming up in the months and years ahead, acknowledging and celebrating many different cultures. The event itself is open to the public. It's a free event, free parking, free admission, free refreshments while they last. And also we're expecting donations if people would like to make those. It's a rain or shine event. If it's sunny and bright, the event will be held outside in the parking lot of the West Bloomfield High School. If it is raining, we'll take it inside the school. So the event will be held on June 18th, as you have mentioned.
More information can be found on Juneteenth WB.org. That's Juneteenth WB.org to learn more information about the event, how you can participate, as well as how you can get involved with the West Bloomfield Social Justice Committee. Its next meeting actually is the day of this interview. Today, June 7th, 2022. Info at JuneteenthWB.org for more information on how you can participate in this discussion on further social justice issues in the West Bloomfield area, as well as planning for events such as the upcoming Juneteenth event, which again, that is going to be Saturday, June 18th, 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. at West Bloomfield High School, rain or shine. If it's raining, it'll be inside. If it is a sunny, beautiful day as it was a year ago, then it will be outside at West Bloomfield High School. And so what are some of the activities and what are some of the opportunities for learning that will be available at this Juneteenth event at West Bloomfield High School?
Well, the event is packed full of activities and events for families and children. We'll have Pastor John Tolbert, the Trinity Missionary Baptist Church, do the invocation. We'll have trumpeter Quincy Stewart. We'll have storytelling, libation ceremonies. We'll have the president of Henry Ford Health Hospital as one of our speakers. Shannon Johnson, the president of Henry Ford Health Center. Tuskegee Airmen, Speech Major Burnett. We'll have children's storytelling. We'll have an African dance troupe there. There'll be an a cappella choir performing, the West Bloomfield High School Jazz Band, Motor City Dance Factory, drama performances. Rick Williams will be our DJ and MC, and we'll also have cars on display. The Roadmasters Corvette Club Classic Corvette cars. That's really something to see. There'll be children, games, activities, painting, and a lot of other things. And as you mentioned, for full details, you can go to our website, www.juneteenthwb.org, for complete details on the entertainment activities that will be provided.
You can also get involved in the Social Justice Committee in West Bloomfield and their work and support, of course, the planning of the Juneteenth event this year and in the future as this becomes a tradition in West Bloomfield on their website also, JuneteenthWB.org. That's JuneteenthWB.org. Again, the Juneteenth in the WB event happening Saturday, June 18th, 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. at West Bloomfield High School. Rain or shine. If it's raining, it'll be indoors. If it is sun shining, it'll be out. It'll be outside, plenty of activities, fun for a lot of people, and a great learning opportunity, a great community event that you can learn more about, again, at JuneteenthWB.org. And so these are some crazy times that we're living in. Of course, there's been so much tragedy that's happened lately and so much controversy on a number of different topics in the news. And so will this event be a safe event, Derryl?
Yes, this will be a very safe event. We have a good relationship with the West Bloomfield Police Department and the Fire Department. In fact, police officers will be on site. We will be inspecting packages and bags that people have. We suggest that people wear a mask if they're so inclined to prevent the spread of the COVID vaccine, COVID disease. And also the fire department is only about a block away. So there will be police coverage. People should feel very safe attending this event.
More information can be found on the website, JuneteenthWB.org. That's JuneteenthWB.org. And so if people do want to get involved in the Social Justice Committee in West Bloomfield, of course, we've given some information on how they can get involved online and help with the Juneteenth event. What are some other tasks that are being undertaken by the Social Justice Committee, and how can people in West Bloomfield or in communities that are adjacent to West Bloomfield get involved if they would like to help these causes?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question because there are opportunities for volunteers to support us and work on this event and other events that we'll be having in the future. And you can get that information on our website that you have mentioned before. And we're looking for people to come out. We're looking for volunteers. We're looking for camaraderie among people in our community as well as surrounding communities. And we celebrate all cultures and diversity within West Bloomfield and the surrounding Oakland County area.
So, to touch on that, you mentioned the diversity of the West Bloomfield area. There are so many different cultures, religious backgrounds, ethnic backgrounds, and so on in the township and really in the greater community around West Bloomfield Township. How does that speak to why this event is being held in West Bloomfield and why your committee put this event together in West Bloomfield to commemorate this holiday?
Well, West Bloomfield, as you know, is culturally rich in religion and culture. And West Bloomfield has been a very enjoyable place for people to live. I've been here since 1994. As we talked about, this is being overseen by the Social Justice Committee. And I would also like to thank the Charter Township of West Bloomfield for the issuing a proclamation about this event, which was offered by Trustee Manna and supported by Trustee Weingarten, which reads in part, for a small portion of it, whereas since then, as the oldest known celebration commemorating the end of slavery in the United States, the tradition of celebrating Juneteenth has remained strong well into the 21st century to recognize the triumph of the human spirit over the cruelty of slavery, to honor the strength, endurance, and faith of the African American community. So we thank the Charter Township of West Bloomfield for that proclamation.
Again, more information can be found JuneteenthWB.org. That's JuneteenthWB.org for more information on this event. and how you can participate. Again, that event is Saturday, June 18th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at West Bloomfield High School. It'll be outside unless it's raining, in which case the festivities will take place indoors at West Bloomfield High School. So rain or shine, Juneteenth in WB, that celebration for the second annual event will be going on Saturday, June 18th, 10 to 2 at West Bloomfield High School, located on Orchard Lake Road in West Bloomfield. Derryl, just another couple minutes with you before we'll say goodbye today. Anything else on the Juneteenth event or other efforts of the Social Justice Committee that people should be aware of, or other information we haven't talked about today that would be important for our audience to consider?
Well, I'd like to thank our sponsors and the companies in the West Bloomfield area making contributions, in-kind services. There's a long list of them, which again is on our website. I won't have time to mention all of them today, but we're very thankful for our sponsors for helping to make this event possible. Also, it is a free family event. We're looking for families to come out. There's activities for kids, there's music, there's entertainment, there's art, there's vendors. And keeping with the theme, there are a number of African-American vendors who will be providing products and services for the attendees. So we're very happy and proud of this event. And we look forward to your listeners and friends coming out to enjoy the event and have fun. It will be very safe to attend it. We're looking for a great day, and we thank you for giving us this opportunity to talk about the Juneteenth celebration.